saying Tyrese Halliburton.
Mm-hmm.
If Tyrese Halliburton wins a championship, is he
Mhm.
considered a superstar in this
Oh,
league?
Ty. Without
Absolutely.
a doubt. I figured it out what it is with Tyrese, by the way. I thought about it long and hard, Ali. I thought about it. Like, what is it with Tyrese? Because everybody says the same shit we do, by the way, about Tyrese. Like, what do you do with a guy like that? Right? Here's what the issue is. We got so used to the scoring point guard, we forgot what a point guard actually is. We forgot because we don't have those guys anymore. We don't have the 2010 guys anymore. They don't really exist like that, where it's pure point guard and it's, out, run and gun, get everybody involved, help your team win. We got so used to Jalen Brunson. Dribble, 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 get your shot off, 28, 29 a game, out in the second round. That's what we got used to. If he wins an NBA championship, how are you going to be able to deny him anything less than 6 or 7 in the NBA?
You know,
Like how are you going to sit here with a straight face and tell me Anthony Davis is better than Tyrese Halliburton if he wins the NBA championship, beats the Thunder? Because wallah, and everything I love, AD ain't winning the championship with this Pacers team against OKC, bro.
he's not.
He's just not, bro. Say what you want, he just ain't. You understand what I'm saying?
It's tough.
No, it's not
No,
tough.
I'm saying
it's
it's
very
just-
easy.
No, it's just
He's
a tough
top 6 or
conversation.
7 if he wins, bro.
Well, I'm only saying it because with
I have to put him over Embiid. Wasn't played in 2 years.
I know,
have to,
but
bro.
I mean, but if we're
have to.
talking about everybody healthy, you can't do it though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, man. And let me tell you why.
sure,
It's
bro?
kind of like
How many game winners does Tyrese
It's-
have in this playoff run?
it's somewhat kind of
3?
like the Jalen Hurts
3.
argument. It's kind of like the Jalen Hurts argument. And let me explain to you why. Slow down. Because yes, if he wins a championship, there's no doubt he's a top 10 player in the league. But all right, like is he better than a guy like Ant?
Yes.
How though?
Because I don't see these Pacers winning the NBA championship against OKC with Ant instead of Tyrese. And you can't tell me you do either.
But what happens to the Timberwolves if you put
Bro, at this point, from what I'm seeing from Tyrese in these playoffs, I don't know, bro. I don't want to get disrespectful on this pod. These Pacers ain't shit, bro.
I know
These
that.
Pacers players ain't shit, bro.
They're not.
Like they're just not. When we're talking about
they're
like
a bunch of no names.
Like, look at them compared to OKC, bro. Them boys is dogs in OKC, bro. These guys ain't like.
So what? Tyrese Halliburton's a
Who you
super.
getting up for? Hey, can I ask you a question? For Austin Reeves, which one of these Pacers players are you trading?
Today?
Who are you trading him for? Yeah, today.
Siakam.
No, he's not trading for Siakam. He's capping if he says he's trading him for Siakam.
I mean, in the playoffs. sure.
Because in his heart, he believes Austin Reeves, in totality, is better than Siakam. He believes it in his heart. Yes, he does. Because he thought better guys were better than him.
I don't believe it.
I'm not saying you.
Yeah.
I'm saying him.
Yeah.
How many guys is he willing right now to straight up trade Austin Reeves for? How many Pacers? It ain't much, bro.
Two
And that's
players.
the third best player
No, I mean the
on a
only
first round exit team.
no the only two guys I'm thinking about doing it for is Halliburton, and
Thinking,
Siakam.
thinking about.
No, I'm doing it for Halliburton.
Yeah, these Pacers ain't shit, bro. Like, and New York lost that series. They lost that series, bro. But they were deeper than the Pacers, and they had more talent top to bottom,
Absolutely.
bro. They just did. They just did, bro.
So
Their fourth best player was a guy who was on his own team, one of the best two-way players in the league, averaging 20.
Traded 5
So-
picks.
so Tyrese Halliburton is a superstar in your eyes if they win the championship.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
have to, bro.
Superstar.
Absolutely.
The best player the best player. Yeah, bro.
Like,
Yeah,
why,
bro.
I wouldn't mind putting him over Tatum.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't I?
guys, I can't
Me
go
neither.
that far on that.
Why wouldn't I?
Because to me, the word superstar is kind of thrown out around. I think
The
there's only
superstar means the best
I
player on a
think
championship
that-
team.
I think there's only 4 or 5 superstars in this. Maybe 3 or 4.
We've
No.
always said superstar
I
means
believe-
you can be the best player
I
in the NBA.
believe the only superstars, bona fide superstars in this league
How do you define
today.
Can I ask
is-
you a question?
Wait.
How do you define superstar?
Superstar is the bona fide best players in the league, no matter the situation.
Okay.
No matter the
This
situation.
is not a great situation. He's
I
in.
understand that, but I can't say the word superstar with a guy that averages 18 points a game, guys.
It's not 18. It's 19 and 10, 11 with 4 rebounds and
Hold on.
wins.
To
though.
me,
Is Jalen Brunson a superstar?
no. I'll tell you. Who my
Jalen Brunson's not a superstar.
no. The
who's the superstar? in
my
your eyes?
superstars in the league, just in my head, right? And maybe superstar is a different definition to everybody. It's kind of like how
Right.
like really good player.
Elite versus
Yeah,
non-elite.
like in my eyes, the word superstar is regulated for Giannis, Joker, SGA, and
Eh?
Luka.
Luca. Those are my 4 superstars. I believe that guys like Ant, guys like Tatum are like not knocking on the door.
How'd you get there though? Like, what's the criteria for it?
guys that could win an MVP year in and year out.
An
Guys-
MVP.
Most valuable player in the league. Guys that we view as the best players.
doesn't
in
have
the
an
league.
Luka
MVP.
never had an MVP.
Shai has one MVP.
But I mean, we've seen him
Jokic
make.
has
two. Jokic
We've
has
seen
two.
him make like
Giannis has one.
historic.
These are his. This is a
Guys, like,
historic
guys,
run.
Hakeem,
Like,
like-
I'm not
like-
trying to take away anything from
No, no, no,
Halliburton.
no,
I
no, no,
promise
no,
you, I'm
no,
not.
no, no.
I'm
You're
I'm
not.
not trying to be prisoner of the moment, but
No,
best
but-
player on NBA championship team is typically a superstar.
You're taking
bro.
away from the term superstar from all these superstars that we have in this league.
No,
There's
you see,
more
that's
than
the-
4 superstars in this
No,
league, brother.
there's and
Absolutely
It's
there is.
knocking on the
Oh,
door.
so how do you define a superstar?
The best player on the team that can take their team far in the playoffs.
That's too many people.
No, it's not. Because
No.
there's not
No,
many,
'cause
that many
there's only
players.
like 10 or 11 guys.
That's
that do that.
that.
Yeah,
see,
that's how many
those,
superstars?
To me, the elite of the elite people. Like if you put Halliburton on the trading block tomorrow, you're not going to get the same package that you would get
If
for
he
the-
wins an NBA championship, I don't know.
No, he's wait.
I don't know.
He's not going to get. You're not going to get the same package that you would get for the SGAs and the Jokers.
Are you sure if he outplays
Can I ask you
SGA,
a
he's
question?
not?
Can I ask
No,
you a
if he
But
question?
plays
if he
out-
walks
no.
in, if you
Hold on.
real
Yeah,
talk,
now
if he walks
listen,
in, averages
brother.
24 and 12, and wins the NBA championship.
Can I ask you a question?
That's not a
W-
superstar?
Was 2012, 2011, was Damian Lillard a superstar?
No,
Damian Lillard wasn't a superstar.
no, not superstar. He was a star. He was a high end star.
Okay.
I think a guy like Ant is knocking on the door of superstar. I think a guy like Tatum.
So Wemby's
No.
not a superstar.
Who has
No,
more
not
talent,
yet.
Indiana or
No,
Minnesota?
Not yet.
Who has
Wemby's
more
not a
talent,
superstar.
Indiana or Minnesota?
I think it's damn near equal. Just real talk.
But I think Minnesota has more talent, though. If you look at top to bottom,
Maybe.
Julius Randle, Nas Reed.
But like,
Like
who's
Conley,
better,
yeah.
Julius Randle or Siakam?
I think if you
Siakam.
put him up for a trade, I think Randle gets you more.
Who's a better player? That's not what I asked for. About
Randle's a better individual player.
I don't know because Siakam is outplaying him in every playoffs that we've seen. He
Yes,
outplays
but
them.
Yeah, I mean, again, one guy
And I
is
think
playing
Siakam
with
probably
the
has-
best point guard in the
and
league,
and
though.
Siakam has made some All Star games. I don't think Randle's ever made an All Star game.
Randle's been hurt a lot.
I know, but
And,
Guys,
And then keep
and
going.
the
Siakam-
listen,
You,
the
you, like, you like Miles Turner over Nas Reed?
No.
maybe
You like Rudy Gobert
No.
over?
maybe. I mean, like guys
No,
like
brother.
guys. He's
Brother,
one of the
ew.
he's one of the best rim protectors in the league, and he's a stretch five. Just
Okay.
kind of what
Like,
like
you like him
Nas
better
Reed
than
is.
Nas Reed?
So,
I think they're pretty equal.
You're
They're
a
not-
Laker, right? Who do you want, Miles Turner or Nas Reed with the team we have
right now, I would take Miles Turner because of what I need at the five.
right now?
Like what is
Nas
Nas?
Reed's a 5.
No, but he's not a rim protector. This guy Miles Turner almost averages like 2 blocks a game, guys.
I
during
know,
the
but
regular
Nas
season.
Reed is a
He's
way
not
more
a-
of bucket than
He's
Miles
not a
Turner is.
better. He's not a better.
He's a better scorer.
He's a
than
better
Miles Turner
He's
scorer.
is,
not, but he's not a better.
he's a better shooter.
He's a way better shooter than Miles Turner.
Is he?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Is he?
Miles Turner's a great shooter for his
No,
size.
we're not. We're for
Yeah.
his size.
Is he?
Reed,
Are you guys sure though?
Yeah, very
Check
good.
out the stats.
I don't need to look at the stats.
No,
I
former
can just
sixth
look
man-
at it. and
sixth
see
man of the
he
year.
ain't the shooter
Check it
Nas
up.
Reed is, bro.
guys. It's
I'm
I
pretty
will-
sure.
I think-
Wait a second. 1 second. I'm pretty sure Nas Reed had like the record for bigs.
6th man of the
For
year.
threes.
Yes. Sure.
guys.
Or
Miles
was it off
Turner
the
is
bench?
not
It
no.
might have been off the bench.
Is not. He's not no slouch shooter.
Nas Reed is
either.
better than Miles
But you're naming. I believe they're similar teams.
Turner. Okay.
Just like real talk. But
Okay.
God, Hetty, there's a world where you think a guy like Tyrese Halliburton is a
Nas
better.
Reed averaged 14.2, 6 rebounds a game, 2.3 assists.
How many blocks?
This year. Let me get you
No,
the
he ain't
full
a.
Yeah, he's not him.
He ain't a great defender.
0.9. He averages a
Okay.
block a game.
Not bad.
We'll go to
But he's not.
Siakam.
No.
What is it, Miles Turner?
Yeah, Miles Turner. Like Miles Turner's about to get paid. Like the Pacers are kind of somewhat mad they went to the finals because now they really got to pay him.
Miles
They-
Turner, 14.1, 6.8.
They're the same player.
That's what I'm trying to.
One's
like,
off the bench.
Yeah, that's.
You know, just to me, like there's no
But I think
clear.
the Pacers. I think the Timberwolves
2 blocks
have
a game.
more talent, top to bottom. Is the point that I'm trying. They have more talent
Is
top to
Donovan,
bottom.
is Donovan Mitchell a superstar?
No, but that's not a shot against them, man. I believe there's only
I
like
agree with him.
you know what I mean. Hey, it's not a
Mitch ain't a
shot.
superstar.
I don't
No,
know.
he's not.
I
Like
don't
guys,
know.
I'm.
You guys are.
Halliburton is a
You're
very
under.
He's going too extreme where he's trying to restrict it to like the
no,
these,
but
like,
Hetty, that's
3,
what
4
it should
guys,
be
and
though.
you're trying to stretch it out everywhere. Guys,
So who's a superstar in the
a
league to you?
22 and if he goes and averages 22 and 11 in these finals and beats the Thunder, that's
Guys,
a fucking
Halliburton
superstar.
I
is
agree
a
with you.
very, very, very unique situation.
Yes.
How many? It's very, very unique. So
Yes.
if somebody want to call him a superstar, I'm not going to sit there and argue with them. I won't do it after a
Halliburton
championship.
would be Chris Paul with an NBA championship
But I never thought Chris Paul was a superstar.
because he never won a championship. But had he been the best player on a championship team, yeah, we would have called him a superstar.
So who's a superstar today in the league today? Bonafide superstar.
The guys you named. So Giannis,
Mhm.
Luca,
Mhm.
Shea,
Mhm.
Jokic.
Uh-huh.
I think Embiid is there. I think he's a superstar. And then that's it. Those are the 5
Embiid
guys.
is tough. When he's healthy, then I
He's
got
a superstar.
yeah.
When he's healthy, he's a superstar.
Like
guys.
when I think of superstars, I think of generational.
Am I missing someone?
And then I was thinking about it like this: like guys like LeBron and KD, they're your
Used to be superstars.
they're your legends, right?
I think
Curry,
they ain't no superstars.
they're your
anymore.
legends, right?
They ain't no superstars.
But then you have your guys that are knocking on the door. You have the Ants, you have the Tatums, you have maybe
The Tyrese's.
Sure, I mean, sure, but I won't be able to do it.
I define it.
Say somebody's knocking on the door,
And they wouldn't. But he wasn't knocking the door before the year, though.
and then
That's what I'm trying to
these
say.
are two straight deep playoff
hey,
runs.
real
though.
talk, Hetty. He was knocking on the door of Star.
These are two straight deep playoff runs, though. And he beat who he beat on the way here. He beat a damn near 70-win team in Cleveland.
Injured.
He beat Giannis. And then he beat the Knicks, who just beat the Celtics in basically 5 with 3-game winners, 1 in each series.
I know.
Bro,
Hetty, it's.
what?
But did you see how I'm struggling with it though?
I understand you're struggling, but that's why I'm trying to help you out. You're struggling with it because he's a 20-10 guy as opposed to a 30-6 guy, which is where we got accustomed to. But this guy generates just as many points as a guy who averages 28-6 does for his team.
I'm so sorry. I define a superstar.
Your definition.
Your definition is too
garbage.
loose.
Yeah.
It's
wait.
bad.
It's not too loose.
So who do you
no.
think's a superstar in this? Who do you think?
Honestly,
Yeah.
SGA,
Okay.
Joker,
Uh-huh.
Giannis,
Uh-huh.
Luca,
Okay.
Ant,
Okay.
Embiid,
Okay.
Tatum.
Uh-huh.
If Haley wins, I'm considering him a superstar. Donovan Mitchell's a superstar.
No.
They really are. though.
Okay, keep going.
Keep going, dude. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you can interrupt him. It's a pod.
Yeah, no.
No, I just can't name the player. If you name me some like.
So do
if I
you
look at
think?
the-
the only person that you could convince me
Yeah.
that's not on my list, the only person that you could convince me is
till this day right now, Curry's still a superstar.
those are legends. They're not super.
They're still superstars.
Is Jimmy
though.
Butler a superstar?
No, Jimmy Butler's not. I don't think he's.
When he was in Miami, was he a superstar?
Yes, he was.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, your
Yeah, you're
definition is
struggling.
trash.
He was. No,
You're
he
pulling a
took his
team
team to an
struggling
NBA
with the
Finals. brother.
definition.
He took his team to an NBA
He's not a
Finals.
superstar.
He's a superstar.
I mean, just because he takes a team to the NBA Finals doesn't mean you're a superstar.
Man, it takes a lot to take a team to an NBA Finals, brother.
You think Jalen Brown's a superstar? Because he won Finals MVP last
He's
year.
borderline superstar.
He's a borderline superstar player.
He's
This guy's a
borderline.
fucking top 20 player. We can argue between Halliburton and Jalen Brown, and you're
But
gonna tell
wait. Is Siakam a superstar then?
No,
why not?
Why not?
he's not the best player on his team.
I mean, man, okay, sometimes I
The
can't tell.
Only person you could convince me that I didn't have on my list to be in the superstar. I didn't bring Embiid because he's injured, but when he's healthy, yes, he's a superstar.
Yeah.
He might damn near be the best fucking player in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
The only guy you could try to convince me is Jason Tatum that he is one,
Yeah.
because he's constantly putting up MVP numbers. He's got a championship. He's a guy that if people look, they'll probably say Hakeem, you're leaving out Jason Tatum. That's the only guy. I think Ant he's got like half his foot in there. He's got like half his foot in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But, I'm not, real talk, I'm not going to go against a guy like Ant and be like, oh, he sucks now because he lost to the Thunder. I real talk that Timberwolves team is not equipped to win a championship. They're
They're
just
not equipped to be open. They're equipped to win a championship. They're not equipped to be
heady. There's always, like I always say this, there's always a team that's going to be there at the top.
Uh-huh.
And you got to be good enough. And they're
That's what I'm
not. They're overachieving in my eyes because real talk, you thought if the Warriors were healthy, they were going to beat them.
I did.
That means that they're not even a second round team in your eyes. That means they're not a championship built roster. They're
I
not.
just think Stephen Curry is one of the greatest players that God's ever created. But
I know.
His
But
story's
but you
very
see where I'm going with this is just like
what do you think Devin Booker is a superstar?
No.
What? Why?
he took his team to
Now-
a championship.
Right now, no, he's not.
What up?
He was a superstar.
28.
He has the same numbers as D Mitch.
Yes, let's say he was a super. He was.
You gotta give him
No.
that image, Booker, man. Stop.
At
At this point, it's not a question.
to be honest with you, they're both stars.
Sorry.
They're both stars.
You are looking at it as a superstar. I find the word for you, man. I got it. You know, it's a good thing I'm on the spot. 'Cause what would you guys do without
We
me?
need you.
You are thinking of perennial all-stars. You're not thinking of superstars. These are guys who are going to be an all-star every year, who are going to be competitive every year. But there's a difference between that and Luka and Tyrese Halliburton if he wins an NBA championship. Ding. So that's what I think you're thinking. At. You know what I
Superstar is a
mean?
guy.
Because you're going up to like top 15.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a stretch.
Superstar is if I have this guy in my team, I have championship hopes every single year. Maybe Halliburton is that guy now.
Well, fuck you. Is Kyrie Irving a superstar?
He was a superstar.
Never a superstar.
He was.
He was never in his life.
He wishes.
He was a superstar in our hearts.
Yeah.
Never on the court.
Never.
Kyrie Irving's memory and his highlights are what's sticking in our hearts, and we all love him.
There's not a point guard right now that played with LeBron James in the 2016 NBA Finals that would score 51 points.
He never scored 51 points. He scored 41 points.
Whatever.
I get that, and but
41.
okay.
Steph Curry could score 41 if
That's
he played with LeBron. I just want to
great.
make that clear.
Who else?
brother, Dame in his prime.
No.
Yes.
Dame was better than
But
Kyrie.
guys, let's just be real though. I've seen Dame take a team to Western Conference
No, he's
Championship.
better than Kyrie. At that
Yes,
point.
he's a better guys. Kyrie, I love him.
Dame
One
is
of the-
better than Kyrie.
I think so.
As carrying a team.
Why are you saying Dame like Dame ain't like a
Yeah.
slouch?
As
No,
car-
but
hey, as
Dame
carrying
is,
a-
Dame
as
is
carrying a
him,
team,
bro.
Never said that.
As carrying
Dame
a team.
Dollar.
Absolutely. As carrying a team.
Ain't the disrespect of Dame needs to
absolutely.
stop just because he's been old
Dame,
and hurt the last couple
Dame
of years.
has went to the championship with CJ McCollum to the Western Conference Championship. If there's no Warriors, we have him in the finals.
You know what's crazy? I used to argue all the time. If you put Dame on the Warriors, they're the same team.
No, I don't.
All the time I used to argue it. All the time.
And not because I anything about Dame. It's just I believe that
Guys,
when it
Dame on the
comes,
Warriors has 2 championships. Maybe he doesn't win that one against Boston. Yes.
there's
He wins the one in Cleveland
Eddie,
without.
one guy's the
without
greatest
Kyrie and-
all-ball player of all time. That's a big part of the Warriors do, man. No,
They'd be just fine.
they would lose some. Bro.
Okay, Damian Lillard is going to lose an NBA championship with Kevin Durant,
No,
Draymond Green, and Klay
Eddie,
Thompson.
I would win a championship with
But
those
those
guys.
are half his rings.
But the ones before those probably not.
It wasn't ones before. It was the one
the
before.
two,
It was the one before. He won one before KD got
and then the
there.
one after.
That's why I said the one
Oh,
after. He's not
okay.
going to win. But the one before, he would have won.
Okay.
Fucking Matthew Dellavedova and Timothy Mozgov.
I
Get the
hope we
fuck outta
all
here.
got some education on the word superstar today.
It seems like everybody's stubborn on what they
I
believe.
really hope so.
Mhm.
This guy put fucking Jimmy Butler as a superstar. In what world, man? What?
First of all, who the fuck are we to define these superstars?
What?
The basement boys, bro.
I'm not talking about this. I'm just talking about in general. Bro, these are superstars. These are NBA
No.
Who's a superstar?
No, bro.
Hey, can I?
Sweet, you're
actually,
letting
can
everybody
I-
in the club, bro.
Can I address
You're letting
this?
everybody in the club.
Yeah, you're a bad bouncer.
Yeah, bro. You would let the
You're a bad bouncer.
All
Any,
right.
My bad bouncer.
any
Yeah.
motherfucker will slip you a 5. You're letting
Yeah,
them in,
you're in.
bro. It don't work.
It's
that
like
way,
me.
bro.
if I was the bouncer to this club, to the superstar club, let me pull up. Let me see your stats.
Yeah, my boy, you're gonna have 3 people in the club.
I'm gonna have 4 or 5 people in this club.
Yeah.
This is an elite.
See, you have a room. he
Yeah.
has a club.
This motherfucker has.
he has a party. You have a room.
I have a
Mine
You
is
have
a club. It's
you-
like 6, 7 guys. It's
Hetty.
a nice
You
club.
have 1 or 2 more guys
I have
than me.
10 guys. I
Huh?
have literally 10 guys.
Hey, 10
10 guys.
superstars is a lot.
No.
How many-
Nuts.
Question real quick.
How many stars are in this
Quick as
league
fuck.
then?
Yeah, that's crazy. How many superstars are in the NFL? I'm just curious. Like, how many elite quarterbacks are there in the NFL? I'm just curious.
4 or 5.
Yeah, so
four.
take that and play some basketball terms.
No.
Good job. NFL, you
but
got there. We're on the
seriously.
same page.
Who are the elite of elite quarterbacks in the league? Elite.
You already went
No, I'm asking you right now. Who is the elite quarterbacks in this league today?
Eddie, Lamar, Josh, Joe Burrow,
Jade.
Jaden.
I think Jaden's kind of like the ant. He's knocking on the door, right?
Jaden is elite.
So who are the elite NBA players in today's game?
SGA, Jokic, Giannis, Luca.
Donovan
Okay,
Mitchell.
I'm happy that I just really helped you do this. Elite and superstar are the same thing. Actually, elite is, I mean, superstar is even a bigger word to me than elite.
Elite and superstar.
It's the same thing. So that's how you should look at superstar.
Elite means the best of the best.
Yeah.